Okay, children, did you remember the days before lockdown? You were ordering pizzas, burgers, gadgets, iPhone from Amazon, Flipkart, MacD. Oh, yes, teacher. This was a story before lockdown. Don't worry, children. This too shall pass. Children, you might thought about why teacher is talking about pizzas, burgers from America and gadgets, for example, iPhone, laptops from USA and Chinese. Oh, sorry. No Chinese. We have banned Chinese, right? Yes, children, today's topic is very much related to all these things. Today's topic is globalization. So, let's get into the video. Hello children again. I'm Shilpa teacher and today we are going to learn about globalization. Children, globalization is a very important concept of an economy. What happens in this globalization, do you know? Humans as well as goods or commodities both move across the border. So all trade happens due to the integration. Economic globalization refers to the global mobility of people, capital, technology, goods and services. It refers to how interdependent we have all become, specifically countries, regions and trading blocks. Countries today depend on each other. We depend on each other for raw materials, vehicles, parts of vehicles or parts of thousand gadgets, of any other items. How all this has become possible? Because of the free trade within the countries. Globalization means aligning the country's economy with the world economy. We have to bring our economy, country's economy, at the level of world economy. So this is a very vast concept, that is a globalization. In this concept there is a free trade and all restrictions of an investments are set aside. Children, actually the recent economic policies are taking the economy towards globalization. Globalization means building a world economy. World economy is a borderless economy in which natural resources, profit, services, capital, labor and technology flow freely across borders of economies. So this is all included, in the globalization. Now children, have you understood why I was asking about the pizzas, burgers and gadgets? Yes, got it. Because this topic was very much related to this globalization. I hope you have understood this concept very well. Now let's study the functions of an economy. Children, every country has a different economy. Different economy means types of economy: capitalist economy, socialist economy, mixed economy. So every country has a different economy. Nevertheless, the main functions of economy are similar. Some of the main functions of the economy are as follows. First one is deciding the product and quantity of its production. So the country can decide the product and the quantity as per the demand of the people. They have this choice. Now second one is minimize the production costs as much as possible. So country can minimize the production cost. Now production costs depends upon the raw material, labor, technology, all they can minimize it, the production cost in that. Next one is distribution of national income according to social and economic justice. Finally, the last aim, very important, that is economic justice. Within the economy, every person should be happy. And that's why, like our family, that's why the national income should be distributed among the people equally, and economic justice should be formed within the country. The next one is making appropriate provisions for the economic needs of the future. And also the government, the policymakers, they must have to think about the future needs of the people, economic needs of the economy, so they can do the appropriate provisions for it. The last one is deciding for whom the goods will be produced. So finally, the economic aim is important. As per the demand and supply, the economy can decide which goods to be produced. So these are the functions of an economy. I hope you have understood the globalization and the functions of an economy. Thank you.